Okay, last one we're going to do is present value. And present value, technically they have a formula like this. It says future value, that's what FV stands for, is equal to the present value. Well, it's the same type of idea of what we were just doing, IN. Okay? The only difference here, FV equals future value. So how much something's worth in the future, which makes sense. It makes sense that the future value is equal to however much it's worth now, assuming it's gains value, so when you invest money. So that's your present value. Your I is R over C. Remember, that's still the same. And our N is equal to years times compounding period. And you know what? I'm going to do present value. I'm going to do interest rate in red because that's what we did last time, just to keep consistent. And I'm going to do present value in blue because technically present value, think of it almost like our principal, right? Okay. Now this is the formula they've given you. F at V equals PV. And pretty much all it is, instead of using A, which we had before, and P, we've replaced them with future value and present value. The exact same formula. The only difference here is, though, they want you to flip this around. They want you to solve for present value. So if you were looking for present value, that actually means you have to know the future value of something first. So we rearrange the equation to set PV by itself. So in order to do that, what I would do is I would divide this whole side by 1.1n, 1 plus yn. That's all going to disappear in a second. But I'm doing that to get p by itself. Okay? So I'll do that right. We divide by 1 plus, and the reason we do that is to get rid of this and this. So I'm left with PV on one side. On the other side, I have 1 plus I to the power of n. So the new formula is present value is equal to, so this is how you solve present value, the future value above 1 plus I n.
So I give you the future value.
Yeah. And you can just go vice versa through that. So it's the exact same idea. Let's choose a question.
Sometimes you find the future value?
Yeah, maybe you could find the future value. You have enough information to solve for it. So let's see what we got here. You have any questions? Rounding to this one first. They've already given us the numbers. Let's try to work through a question. Calculate the present value of each. $500 is required in 2 years. The money can be invested at 6% per year, compounded monthly. Great question. Okay. So what question number is this? 2A? On page 365. Okay. So it says we are given, it's saying $500 is needed in 2 years. So I need to have $500 in 2 years. In other words, we're talking about I need the future value of money. My future value needs to be $500. I can invest money at 6%. 6% as a decimal is 0.06, which is equal to which letter, which variable do we call? R. Good. And I don't want to. Yes, monthly. So monthly means, yeah, exactly what you're talking about. Not M. Do you know what that is? That's the number of. It says it's
that
compounded monthly. So you're right. Monthly means. Yeah, monthly means 12. So that means our C is equal to 12. Now we can find our I by dividing by 12. And we can also find our N by figuring out the number of years. We're doing 2 years. And yeah, we'll wait 12. Okay, so that was our I and our N. So let's actually solve for those right now. 0.0, whoopsie. 0.06 divide, you got it? What's it equal? 0.005? 0.005. And our other one is going to be 24. So we found I and N. Perfect. And we have our future value. So let's plug it into that equation we had. We know that present value is equal to the future value divided by 1 plus I to the N. Our future value is $500. Our I is 0.005. And the exponent is 24. So we have 500 over 1.005 to the power of 24. We'll solve this one step at a time. So plus 1 equals exponent of 24. There we go. What did you get? Are you solving it all? Divide 1.1271. 400. What did you get?
I'm going to do it the same way. I have to do it in steps then.
Let's make sure I did that right. 500
I
divided.
wrote the same way.
Yeah? 127. There we go. So, according to this, do you know what this is saying to me? We're going to round it to here. We always round money to 2 decimal places. Do you know what that means? If I need $500 in 2 years, what is this amount telling me?
I don't know that you'll get it.
I'll get it. It just means I need to have $443.62 right now. I need to put that much money in the bank so that in 2 years I'll have $500.
Okay.
That makes sense?